What you put into my head made me want to myself! Big 19! Let's go!
In this video, we're diving into the top 10 most emotional YouTuber breakdowns ever recorded. Some of them were brought to tears, others were nearly destroyed, and a few barely made it back. But nothing compares to what you're about to see. Let's start with one of the scariest health scares ever broadcast live. Speed's always been known for his wild energy, chaotic streams, and explosive moments. But nothing could have prepared his fans for what happened during his trip to Tokyo. Without
I've never experienced anything like this. My mom and dad about to fly all the way to Tokyo. So please, just pray for me, please.
Fans flooded social media, begging for updates, some even showing up at the hospital.
It felt like somebody is stabbing my eye with a knife. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all boys to always be right there with me until I die.
Doctors eventually revealed that Speed had developed a sinus infection so severe it could have killed him if left untreated. That's right, a sinus infection. Not exactly something you expect to be life-threatening, but in his case, it was that serious. Even while hospitalized, Speed stayed connected with his audience, and in one of the most surreal moments of his life, while hooked up to hospital machines, he celebrated
Big 19
subscribers. Big 19 million, bro. Let's go. He made it. He was alive. But not every story ends with celebration. FaZe Rug had always been the family guy of YouTube. Pranks on his mom, skits with his dad, random wholesome chaos with his brother. But the real star of the show? His little dog, Bosley. Bosley wasn't just a pet. He was part of the family. A tiny bulldog with a big personality and a fan base of his own. From hilarious trick videos to adorable cuddle moments, Bosley was everywhere. Until he wasn't. While Rug was in Las Vegas shooting a collab, he got a call from his dad. Bosley's not looking good. We're taking him to the vet. Something felt off. Rug could sense it, even through the phone. A few minutes later, boarding a flight, his phone rang again. Bosley passed. The words didn't feel real. His dad was screaming and crying through the phone. Rug kept saying, "No, you're lying. You're joking. You're joking." But he wasn't. Bosley had died in the car, just one traffic light away from the vet. They tried CPR. They begged the vets to keep going, but it was too late. And in that moment, everything stopped. He was fine, then just gone. We lost a part of our family that day. The video Rug later uploaded was different from his usual content. No music, no cuts, just him.
In 5 minutes, they said,
And we begged them to do more.
It was very unexpected. Everything's good, and then just the next day, we lost a huge part of our family out of nowhere.
When you grow up watching someone online, you lose a little piece of yourself when they lose someone they love. KSI is one of the most dominant personalities on YouTube. Boxer, entertainer, musician. But when he decided to take music seriously, the internet didn't just doubt him. They laughed. He released a track he believed in, a song that took hours in the studio.
Because it's my music, Bo. I don't think you understand. When you spend your time, hours in the studio, working on beats, working on music, working on lyrics, and you release that into the world, and people then go, ass!
Late nights perfecting verses, collaborating with respected artists. And what did the world do? They mimed it, mocked it, roasted him endlessly. Clips of fans lip-syncing ironically, reactions videos calling the song garbage. One viral video had someone yell, "Turn that trash off." But what pushed KSI over the edge was Speed. Speed, another massively popular streamer, pretended to praise the song only to switch and destroy it live on stream. KSI laughed at first, but you could tell underneath the smirk was hurt.
This is so quit music! Quit that
Dream, visibly upset, trying to explain that the song mattered to him.
oh, I'm gonna die, but by the way, KSI song's playing. Let me pause that before I go back to dying again. Like, these
You're being
memes
too
are
emotional,
stupid.
they told him. But he wasn't. He was just human. We all know Mr. Beast as the guy who gives away cars, islands, and millions of dollars. But behind the giveaways and game shows is a man who's witnessed more raw emotion than almost any other YouTuber. Whether it's paying for life-changing surgeries, rebuilding homes, or helping children in Zambia receive basic medical care, Jimmy's philanthropy isn't for show. It's deeply personal. One of the most emotional moments came during a video where he gave away $10,000 to a woman whose husband had recently survived a heart attack. "My husband died the next day after the attack," she said, holding back tears. "They shocked him back to life, and we've been trying to survive ever since." Mr. Beast tried to respond but went silent. He just handed her the stack of cash. No jokes, no edits, just tears. In another scene, he restored the vision of over 1,000 people suffering from preventable blindness. Watching someone see their family clearly for the first time in years, no words can explain what that does to you. Mr. Beast has always been seen as a symbol of hope, but in that moment, the hope broke him too. What would it take to stream for an entire month straight? No breaks, no days off, just live 24/7.
Video of himself to
For
set
Kai
goals
K
of
Not,
what he wanted to
it was more than a
accomplish.
challenge. It was a war with himself. His Mafiathon 2 stream set out to break records. The goal? 400,000 Twitch subscribers, the most ever. But before he started, Kai filmed a personal message to his future self. "I hope you're proud. If you didn't break the record, this video's going to be mad awkward. But if you did that sh*t, gang." Then the madness began. He streamed everything. Late night breakdowns, celeb appearances, Uzi Vert, Kevin Hart, even a bizarre moment with Kodak Black that had fans genuinely concerned. But as the sub count climbed, so did the pressure. Kai barely slept, skipped meals, couldn't leave the house. The whole world was watching. Then, it happened. 400,000, Twitch record, broken. And in that moment, on camera, he collapsed into tears. "I know my role in life now," he whispered, wiping his eyes.
I was actually supposed to do this Mafiathon in February. Last year I did it and I said, I don't think... Damn, God! I said, what am I doing, God?
Through all the chaos, one thing was painfully clear. This wasn't entertainment. This was a person overwhelmed by the weight of fame, live in front of millions. Fausse didn't just lose a platform. He lost control, and the internet watched it happen, frame by frame. Gideon built his career on doing what most YouTubers won't, challenging authority, making people uncomfortable, saying the things others won't dare say. But then, he got the call. A major brand wanted him. Not just any brand, the NFL. It was supposed to be his big break. Hundreds of millions of eyes. A commercial with Kai Not. The chance to go mainstream.
And I submitted in, and then the NFL was like, "Oh, it needs to be more upbeat. It needs to be more family friendly.
Make it more upbeat, more brand safe, more not you."
Thinking, bro,
So, Gideon rewrote it, took the edge off.
I just literally want to make the best content ever. Or like on today's video, man, I did an ad read. I had this funny idea to make the ad so much better, but we need to meet the deadline. We need to meet the deadline.
Compromising my morals. I'm selling out, and I hate it. His eyes welled up. His voice cracked. This wasn't a joke. It was regret, raw and immediate. "I love y'all, and I'm sorry. That wasn't me. That wasn't the guy who built this with you." Gideon didn't just lose himself in the moment. He lost faith in the machine, in the illusion that you can go big without giving something up. Loaf doesn't look like someone who once felt invisible. These days, he's bold, filming outrageous stunts, making strangers laugh. But a few years ago, he barely spoke. I was so shy, people thought I was mute, he said. In high school, he was constantly picked on, bullied, mocked, ignored. It left scars no one could see. In college, the weight of it all became too much. He hit a breaking point and found himself in a dark place. But one night, while scrolling through YouTube, something clicked. It wasn't even a great video, he laughed. But I thought I could do that. He picked up a camera. No fans, no money, just a sliver of hope. It wasn't about going viral. It was about healing. If I could make people laugh, he said, maybe I'd feel less alone.
It's like I've had many moments of like loneliness, and even now there's those moments still happen. He says like in all of the stories the hero gets lonely. If you're gonna go after something worthwhile, you're gonna get lonely while you're doing it. Anything worth going for has those moments. And
the views came slowly, then all at once. Today, Loaf's not just a content creator. He's proof that even when you feel like the world doesn't see you, you can still turn it around and turn your pain into purpose.
that this is gonna happen. You might not think that this is gonna happen, but I do.
YouTube didn't just give me a voice, he says. It gave me a reason to use it. The next time you click on a YouTube video, remember, behind the thumbnails, the edits, and the smiles, there's a story. Sometimes it's hilarious. Sometimes it's inspiring. And sometimes it's heartbreaking. But one thing's for sure, YouTube doesn't just change lives. Sometimes it saves them. So if you're still watching this, maybe you needed to hear that too.